Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley Pittman. I'm an exercise physiologist, and today I want to talk to you a little bit more about healthy aging. So for healthy aging, we need something called human growth hormone, along with estrogen or testosterone. All right, human growth hormone is created in our pituitary gland in our brain, and it helps us grow when we're kids. It helps us grow in height. And then when we're older, we also need it in order to maintain healthy cell structure, specifically the telomere length on our cells for healthy cell replication, and just for overall, condition of our hair, skin, nails, eyes, everything that you see in a person has to do with cellular turnover and that human growth hormone. Okay, so some of the things that might come against the human growth hormone could be PAHs, polycyclic, aromatic hydrocarbons, and those are created by charred meats, charred and blackened foods, foods that are cooked at really high temperatures can create these compounds called PAHs. And the PAHs really come against or attack, our cells. And they're going to be detrimental for our health when we are exposed to them over long periods of time. People can also be exposed to them through smoke inhalation and from environmental toxins as well as water pollutants. So you just want to be mindful of what these things are and then control your environment as much as you can so that we can eliminate them from our diet if it's a choice, if at all within our power to do so. Okay, so like if you have barbecue, there's something within charring or cooking at high temperatures when you have some sugars combined with fats and proteins. When they combine together, they make something, it's glycation, but it makes AGEs, advanced glycation end products. And these compounds will also affect us within our aging process. I mean, we're all aging, it's a natural thing for a human being or anything alive to experience, okay? But ages are going to be detrimental to health, they're going to attack the cell as well. So you want to make sure that you're eliminating this combination of foods, fat, protein mixed with sugars. So, like I said, the main example I would think of is, a barbecue meal. So, you put barbecue sauce on something and then you cook it for a really long period of time and it's getting really crystallized. And I know it can taste really good and smell really, really good, but these type of foods are actually really, really bad for us, and they start to break down our cells. And over time, if we're chronically exposed to these things, as aforementioned, then that's when it starts to take a toll on the way we look, the way we feel. It could cause arthritis. It could cause a range of symptoms, ranging from very minute or very, little symptoms to, diabetes and obesity and different things that are going to be a lot worse. Okay, so we want to try to avoid those two things. You also want to be mindful of toasting. So when you're toasting things, not to get them too dark, not to get them to be, overcooked. That's going to affect us as well. So if you have this every once in a while, or if you just eat something that has that once, it's not going to kill you, okay? But if you are having it chronically and it's something, a part of your life and your diet, I mean, this is like everything you go out to eat, have when you go out to eat, basically. Like, I think like orange chickens and like any type of like prepared foods, like I said, with sugar based sauces and meats or fats is a big no-no to have a lot. So the body really functions well, and I've talked about this in a lot of other videos, with fresh foods, fruits and vegetables, things that are going to be nourishing to the body. Do we have to eat those only? I mean, if you enjoy having, barbecue once in a while, as long as the majority of what you're having is healthy and fresh and, cleaning out your digestive tract, it's going to be less of an effect on you. Okay, so alcohol also has a really big effect on aging, as we know. Alcohol does not have as many health benefits as there has been recent claims of. But I think, if people are drinking alcohol, you want to give your body at least 3 days of a break in between having alcohol. So your body has time to recover, the cells can, regenerate and kind of, get back to like a normal flow. Okay, you don't want the normal flow to be an alcoholic state. Okay, I'm not saying you should drink every 3 days. I think you should drink a lot less or not at all, but realistically you want to make sure that you're not drinking every single day, and give yourself at least 3 days in between having a drink, an alcoholic beverage. Okay, so as we talked about before, the ages, the more you're having these type of things, like ages, the PAHs, alcohol, they build up in your system. So when something builds up, then it becomes toxic. So think about pipes. If you put a piece of paper towel in the pipe one time, it may not, back it up, that one time. But if you continually do it, you're going to create a problem. And that can relate to blood vessels, that can relate to the digestive system as well. And then the cells not having enough clean energy to burn efficiently and create new energy and new life within you. Okay, so it makes sense, right? Okay, so another thing that contributes to healthy aging is fasting. You can look up fasting. I used to fast a lot in the morning when I would work later on in the day, and I felt that it really was beneficial for me. But now that I work early in the morning, I do need a little bit of food in the morning. So, you have to be able to be flexible like that. But I think fasting, there's research actually out there on fasting increasing human growth hormone. Another thing that increases human growth hormone is intense exercise, and studies have shown that the higher intensity, or with increasing intensity of exercise, more human growth hormone is being produced. All right, and that's what helps the muscles to grow, but it also helps us to regenerate. And that's why you'll see people that start like a new exercise program or routine and they look younger, they look more vibrant. It's because you're getting that boost, that natural boost of that human growth hormone, and that's what we want, right? Okay, so aging has a lot to do with how we think as well. That's going to be, really, really important. And this goes into having joy. Joy is very important to keep us and sustain us throughout the years of our life. Now, there's happiness and there's joy. So happiness has to do with like a feeling, something that we choose, maybe as a result of something that happens, happiness. But joy is something that is really a choice. Okay, it's a choice to have joy every single day that we live and to see things in the light. Okay, in the Bible, in Proverbs 17, it says, verse 22, a joyful heart is good like a medicine, like an actual medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. A crushed spirit can be from past traumas, or just bad things happening, or just having a bad outlook on life, or being overly tired or exhausted, or worn out. You want to have balance in your life so that you can come from a place of joy. Happiness may be a choice too, but sometimes we can just be happy. That's the result, or the response to something happening. That's an emotion. That's what we feel. But joy isn't really associated with an emotion. Joy is about selflessness, where happiness is more about pleasing oneself. So if you think about it that way, so having joy in seeing others happy, having joy in contentment, really just finding a place of contentment so that we can live from a place of joy. And that's really going to help a lot with the aging process. And it's not something that comes easily. It's something that we kind of have to work for every single day and remind ourselves. And even when we get out of joy and we get out of contentment, we can bring ourselves and rein ourselves back in. So finding that place of balance, I'm a big proponent of balance in your life, finding a place where you're feeling rested and nourished, and that you've been exercising, your body, your mind, your soul is being taken care of. Like all these things combined are going to be what creates joy in your life. And then the giving and the selflessness is just going to accentuate that. So try to focus on that as well. So that's pretty much it for today. Healthy aging is something I'm always learning about. But the more I research, we can eat all the right foods and we can exercise and do all the things that, help us externally or, internally, but physically. But don't forget to take care of your mind and to take care of your spirit and who you really are, and finding a place within yourself where you can thrive from and persevere in this life. All right, as you can see, I've got a little kitty cat looking so content there. So inspiring. All right, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great week and a great day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, more encouragement, more health information, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.